Hey everybody, welcome back to my Dark Souls Filthy Casual run. My name is Rob, and I know I was really quiet in that last video. I'm going to try to talk at more my normal speaking voice at this point. I'm going ahead and recording this one directly after, but it's getting earlier in the morning, or later in the morning rather, and I'm not as worried about disturbing anybody at this point. So, down here, this is called the Sunlight Altar Bonfire. Although, can't see that anywhere on this description. That's not until I get the ability to warp. Something I neglected to read. An item description of something I got. I knew I was forgetting something. So Ring of the Firstborn. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Boosts miracles. Lorquin's Firstborn, who inherited the sunlight, once wore this ancient ring. Boosts the strength of miracles. Lorquin's Firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. So that ring got left there. One of the reasons I wanted to go into the catacombs before approaching Anor Londo was for the Dark Moon Seance ring. This ring is granted to adherents of Gwendolyn, Dark Moon deity and lastborn of Gwen, Lord of Sunlight. Grants additional magic attunement slots. The Dark Sun Gwendolyn is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. His followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. You equip that ring, and that statue just vanishes. What could be back here? A boss door, maybe? Is there a boss in this area?
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwendolyn, and kneel before me.
Didn't we just read about Gwendolyn? Got that insignia there on this rug, which looks kind of like a religious prayer rug. Well, while we're here.
O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shalt protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the Dark Moon.
Sure, why not? And we are given the Blue Eye Orb and the Dark Moon Blade Covenant Ring.
Very well. Now thou art a blade of the Dark Moon, hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the Dark Sun.
And in this covenant you have to collect souvenirs of reprisal, which you get for invading and killing a dirty, filthy sinner. And that'll of course get you something, if you give them enough. Let's go ahead and read the description of some of that stuff here. Remember, I had explained that the Black Eye Orb simulated the online experience of invading the way you do with the Blue Eye Orb. Invade world of player and Book of the Guilty. Subdue player to acquire souvenir of reprisal. Only Covenanter can use the item. These mystical orbs are granted to Blades of the Dark Moon, knights who serve the Dark Sun Gwendolyn, so that they may serve the gods in meting out vengeance. And that ring, of course. Ring granted to those bound by the Dark Moon Blade Covenant. Answer Dark Sun Gwendolyn's summoning. Gwendolyn, all too aware of his repulsive, frail appearance, created the illusion of a Sister Guinevere, who helps him guard over Anor Londo. An unmasking of these deities would be tantamount to blasphemy. Very interesting information. Alright, and having done that, let's carry on. Need ring. Yes, absolutely. That is actually a helpful hint, and not somebody trying to troll. But trolling is good fun at times. Lord knows I've done it plenty. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and bring this back up to proper alignment here. While we're moving up this lift, I'm gonna grab another swig of some coffee. I compare coffee to humanity sprites. It's black and it, I don't know, makes you human. Turns you from a zombie into a human, yeah, there we go. Good descriptor there. Bonfire? Bonfire. Yeah, definitely. Try soldier. Remember I said we'd get to these stairs? I think I was looking down from way up there somewhere. So you come up this huge flight of stairs and look what we got here. 2 sentinels. And they don't mind attacking you 2 versus 1. Now usually I would just run past this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and take my time and take both of these guys out. Oops. Making sure I'm not aggroing that other one because I don't want to do that. There we go. Once again, 3 hits. Dodge roll through the attack or block it. Whatever your abilities and stats and equipment will allow you to do. We come over here, there's a little small door that does not open from this side. It's a little shortcut we're gonna have to open. Locked by some contraption. So there's only one other way we can go. Infamous area. Now these guys before, they were not hostile. But now they are for some reason. They can lay a smack down on you for sure, but they have no poise. And not that much health either. So, you either take your time and smack them one by one, or you just dash through. And sometimes they'll just suicide off the cliff there. I guess they forget that they can fly when they're in the heat of battle. Yeah. Nothing to it. Oh, and we're approaching the infamous Anor Londo archers. I didn't have a ton of difficulty on my first playthrough getting past this part, but it does stump a lot of players. Oh goodness, come on now. I believe they're already shooting at me. Yeah. Now you can, with a long enough ranged bow and poison arrows, kill them from a distance. As I'll attempt to demonstrate here. Do I have a longbow? Yeah. I got poison arrows. There's one right there. And one right there. That's the one actually shooting at me. Oh, now both of them are. Yeah, to me this is more difficult than actually like just running through, but for the sake of showing anybody who doesn't know how to do it. Okay, you get all the way back here, it looks like he can't hit me. I'm gonna have to aim really high to get him. Let's see. Up a little to the right. Up a little bit higher. Let's try it. Did that get him? I couldn't even tell. I'm not sure if I'm hitting him or not. I don't think I am. Let me go just a hair to the left here. that hit him. At least I'm fairly certain it did. Yeah. So, 2 poison arrows, and he's poisoned. So, that is one way to do this part. It takes time, but if you're willing to wait it out, there you go. If you are having that much difficulty with it. Of course, like I said, I like to just dash through. Full force, those arrows will miss you 90% of the time. And just don't let up, just go around here. Just keep moving. Bolt up this way. This is where it can get a little difficult. You gotta either block or roll, and I highly recommend rolling. Hope you've been practicing your parries. It makes this part a lot easier. Very first time I played the game though, I was using a Zweihander. Phantom there looks like they're using a Murakumo. He drops Dragon Slayer arrows. This other one is guarding a soul item, which I don't really need, but figure since I'm here, why not? There we go. Upgraded pyromancy works really good on these guys, as well as really heavy weapons. Like if you have a Zweihander or a great battle axe or whatever, you can pancake them easily enough if you can get to them. If you need any help with the timing of parries, there's an old video by a YouTuber. Hasn't released any videos in a long time, but he's got a lot of valuable information. Vegeta311. He has an expert's guide on parrying, which helped me a lot when I first started learning. Run over here, open this door, and I want to light this bonfire and sit at it as quickly as possible before I get invaded. There we go. Ooh, look at all the summon signs. We got ninjas. We got Mask of the Child with Demon Spear. We got Mother Mask Ninja with Katarina leggings. Nice fashion souls. And of course, good old buddy Solaire. And I'm being invaded already. That's hilarious.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
Here comes our invader. I figured I'd get invaded at this part. Dark Spirit Purgatory. This should be interesting. Oh, High Poise Gold Tracer. Noob killer. He'll probably kill me too. Oh, yep. Ha, gotcha. Let's see if I can pull this off. Nope. Oh, I think he's got me. Yep. Well, GG. Forgot I didn't have my wolf ring equipped. Oh well. That's why I wanted to rest at that bonfire as quickly as possible. Prevent having to do that whole area over again. It's right around soul level 50 to 60. You get a lot of invasions here. I am going to kindle that bonfire, but later.
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me. Pretend you didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's been theorized that maybe Solar is homosexual for saying that, but honestly, he'll say that even with a female avatar, so either he's implying that we're homosexual, or he's, you know, if you're a lady, of course, he's implying that he's a ladies' man. Praise the sun. There we go. Be wary of Charmer. Alrighty. Enough of that silliness. Oh, we got Gravelord signs down here and everything. It's good to see that this is still a pretty active area. It does my heart good. So we open this door, and we come upon a Silver Knight with a spear. They can be difficult to parry. Backstabs are very effective on these enemies as well. And he dropped a Silver Knight spear, which is something I definitely wanted for this character. 3 sunlight medals, very nice. Silver Knight spear is really good, and I actually raised my stats to where I would have just enough to use it. Yep, 16 strength, 22 dex. This is the weapon that I usually prefer to go into the catacombs with, because if you look there to the bottom left, it does 110 divine damage. However, it doesn't require any faith, and it's just pure physical. There's no other scaling other than the little bit from dex. And it has pretty decent base damage, and it's really long range. Gravelord sitting here killing all new players that are trying to invade there. I'm not going to worry with him right now. Gonna take my time, just remain hollow, where I can just explore and show things for the Let's Play. So as soon as you come around here, got one with the straight sword come after you. I'm hoping to get his weapon as well. That's another reason I raised my stats the way I did. I'm gonna probably end up having to farm him off camera a bit. So if you come here to the left, you got this room with tables and lots of scrolls and stuff. Hidden path, indeed. Hang on. There we go. Which the game offers a hint that there's something back here if you didn't know. You walk over to this window, you can see that there's another room. It's like, how do I get in there? So it's a dark room. There's not much to worry about in here. We get some chests with Havel's gauntlets and leggings, Havel's helm and Havel's armor, Havel's great shield, and a dragon tooth. Be wary of liar. Yeah, definitely a mimic. Let's go ahead and take him on. There we go. A symbol of avarice. I'm surprised I actually got that, but I'm happy I did. I was actually going to farm for one if I didn't end up getting it by about this time, so that's awesome. And the occult club. Alright, let's read all this good stuff here. Dragon Tooth. Created from an everlasting dragon tooth, legendary great hammer of Havel the Rock. The dragon tooth will never break, as it is harder than stone, and it grants its wielder resistance to magic and flame. This is one of the dragon weapons. It upgrades with dragon scales, and it has low scaling but a very high base damage and a strength requirement of 40. Or you can level up your strength to 27 and just two-hand it. It's Havel's weapon. Havel's great shield. Strength requirement is 50 with 84 stability. And man, just look at all that resistance. If you got the strength to wield this bad boy, you can turtle hardcore. Great shield of the legendary Havel the Rock, cut straight from a great slab of stone. This great shield is imbued with the magic of Havel, provides strong defense, and is incredibly heavy. A true divine heirloom on par with the Dragon Tooth. Very much so. But the main thing I was after was the armor. So it has no requirements in order to equip it. It's just super heavy. But man, the main thing, look at that poise. This piece of armor, it by itself has 47 poise. That is amazing. Armor worn by Havel the Rock's warriors, carved from solid rock. Its tremendous weight is matched only by the defense it provides. Havel's warriors never flinched nor retreated from battle. Those unfortunate enough to face them were inevitably beaten to a pulp. Interesting stuff. And that occult club we got, the description is just going to read off like a regular club, but it was upgraded down the occult path. Scales with faith, does occult damage, and split damage between physical and magic. Yeah. Interesting lore implications there. What would Havel be doing with an occult club? Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to go deeply into the lore because there's lots of videos out there to discuss Havel the Rock as well as all the other characters in Dark Souls and go deep into the lore that would explain it way better than I ever could. Somebody just kindled a bonfire. Very cool. Let's see here. There's that Gravelord sign. He's still at it. I'm going to level up Vitality again. The more health I have in this area, the better. I'm going to stay at around level 60 though. Alright, so we respawn the Silver Knight. Ah, missed my parry. Let's try it again. There we go. And if you switch to two-handing your weapon before you do the riposte, do a little bit of extra damage to him. Oh, you know what I didn't read? The symbol of avarice I got. Rare drop from mimics. Monster head resembling a treasure chest. Once an ancient god, it is said this is the symbol of shame imposed on a long-lost clan, exiled for the sin of avarice. Wearing this slightly raises soul absorption and item discovery, but also affects its wearer with the curse of the branded. And that basically just means it'll drain health from you slowly. Yeah. See my HP counter going down? Alrighty, up the stairs we go. Open this door, we're greeted by another Silver Knight with a spear. Oh, missed my parry. Got that one though. There we go. That way I won't flinch every time they hit me. Soul of a Hero. And a Titanite Demon. I'm not real sure if he can be hit from here or not with what I've got equipped, but we'll try it. Oh, that did hit him. That wouldn't be a bad strat for cheesing him real quick. Can take off the majority of his health, and by the time I get to him, I can finish him off easily enough. staggered him. Alrighty. When I get down there to him, he'll be easy enough to finish off. He's usually a pain in the butt to fight. Come into this room, you see all these dragon heads. It's like a trophy room. Couple of mimics here. Be wary of strange creature. Don't you kick me. Oh crap. Alternate left and right triggers. And I actually managed to survive that, but not by a lot. He missed me. Well, he didn't miss me that time. That was a little bit of a blunder. He drops a gold coin, which I'll read here shortly. It's another mimic. Yeah. Hang on. There we go. Stagger him real quick. That kick does some damage if he lands it on you. And a silver coin. They don't really serve any purpose. Coin made of gold with Allfather Lloyd and his white halo shone on its face. Even coins of great value in the world of men have little value in Lordran, where the accepted currency is souls. Those who dream of returning to the outside world are fond of carrying these around. Slightly different description here. There's a portrait of the legendary Knight King Rendell. Oh wow, so that's what hit me. That'll teach you. Yeah, if you do jumping attacks, they go through doors and walls and stuff. That door doesn't open from this side. I have to go around. Well, I'm just sucking it up right now. I don't even know why I'm fighting this guy. Usually I just skip him. Stop this. There's really nothing out here. He's easy enough to avoid. I just felt like killing him, I guess. Well, this door opens. Got paintings, a fireplace. Very nice looking bed. Yeah. Oh god. So juvenile. Night ahead. Indeed. Right here to the right as soon as you walk in. Here we are. Still didn't drop his sword. That's alright. I'll get one. Come up to the roof. There's an archer and a swordsman. I don't know what I'm doing, just messing about here. There we go. Go ahead and take care of this guy while I'm up here. There we go. Thought I heard something moving around. It's probably down here though, honestly. And look who it is. Old Onion Bro himself.
Whatever can be done.
He hasn't changed much.
Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Ah, don't be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together. This is quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5 bodies. Quite a fix indeed.
Sigmar, you should be ashamed. You have all that heavy armor and you wield a Zweihander. I guess I'll have to take care of things myself. Immediately to your right is a silver knight with a sword. He still didn't drop it. There would have been 3 in here, but remember I attacked the one through the door. Let me see. I've got 10 humanity. And now the covetous gold serpent ring, so maybe he'll drop it this time. That's max item discovery. Eh? Maybe? No? Gonna have to farm off camera. Open this chest, it's not a mimic. 2 demon titanite. Now, with all of the titanite demons we've fought in the game so far, we already have enough to fully upgrade a weapon with a boss soul. Yep. It's almost like the developers left all that there for you intentionally. So let's come back and see what Onion Bro has to say.
Oh ho! What's on your mind, friend? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic. I'm saved! This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude. But be warned. Gallantry entails great risk. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Yeah, by the time you came up with a plan, we'd have both hollowed. Old Sigmar. Nice guy, but a little dumb. So that brings us back out into here. If you head back up to the roof, we can go the alternate direction. I guess before I do that, let me read that ring description real quick. This is one of the starting gifts you can choose from, which gives a small increase of HP. Ring made of an ancient tiny red jewel grants small increase to HP. Rings grant powers large and small. Their discovery and effective use can make one's journey easier. Yeah, but that little tiny bit of HP you get from the Tiny Being's ring is just not worth it. You're better off using that ring slot for other things, like rings that grant poise or attack boosts, or what have you. There are better ways to increase your health in the game. So come all the way down this spiral staircase. And to the left is the room with that Titanite demon that I've already heavily wounded. Well, I guess not wounded, but damaged. So I'm gonna buff my weapon and fight him like I would any other Titanite demon. Of course, this is a cramped area. It can be a little difficult to fight him in here. He does have a decent amount of health, but those lightning spears definitely shaved off a good bit. And looky there, looky there. 2 demon titanite and the rare titanite catch pole. I'm glad I'm getting all these rare items. This has been a fairly lucky playthrough. Just didn't get a black knight halberd, but can't complain too much. I wasn't planning on using that weapon anyway. So the titanite catch pole is actually a halberd type weapon. Weapon of the Titanite Demon, a faceless stone monster born from Titanite slab. One of the enchanted weapons, perhaps from residual power of the Titanite slab. Known for its leaping attack, which comes smashing down on foes from above. With a weapon requirement of 16 strength, 14 dex, it does split damage between physical and magic, scales with intelligence, It upgrades with Twinkling Titanite, I believe. Let's see here. It's got that halberd moveset with unique R2 attacks. Yeah. If you happen to land one of those on an enemy, it's pretty satisfying. Even more satisfying if you land it in PvP. So anyway, that's that weapon. Pretty cool. Now if we come down this way, we go into the lower portion of this Dragon Head trophy room. And immediately we're greeted with a Silver Knight. Now that one there, he will not aggro on you unless you approach him. And that opens a shortcut back down to where you can get to the bonfire easily. I'm gonna go ahead and approach this guy because he's got some treasure he's guarding. Neither of these chests are mimics either. He didn't drop anything. Silver Knight helm and Silver Knight armor. And the gauntlets and leggings as well. Read a description of the armor at least. Armor of the Silver Knights who protect Anor Londo. When Lord Gwyn departed to link the fire, his knights split into two groups. The Silver Knights remained in the Forsaken capital in the service of their goddess. Well, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my cats are having a relay race up and down the stairs. They're feeling mighty energetic this morning. Oh, and one other little thing. If you want to skip exploring this area altogether, there's a shortcut. Try jumping. If you stand right about here, get a running start, and jump, you can just bypass all of that. Everything I just did, you can just run past it. We get into this room. Boss fog is down there. And there's a bunch of other stuff to explore. If you approach, you feel the black eye orb quivering. That's a hint that lets you know you can use it as an item down here. Now these sentinels that approach you, these two are unique. They are bigger, stronger. They can heal and they can cast Wrath of the Gods. They can definitely be a pain. If you're having trouble with them though, once again they're susceptible to poison. You can stand up here and snipe them from a distance, and his AI just got all kinds of messed up there. You can snipe them from a distance and poison them, which will weaken them tremendously. Let's see, there's still so much to explore in this area, but I don't know how long I've been recording. I'll tell you what. I'm going to do this side quest and invade the world of the Firekeeper's killer. And then I'll probably call it after that. And like I said, this simulates the blue eye orb invading the world of the guilty. And look at who we have there. Invaded the world of Knight Lautrec the Guilty and his cohorts. Lautrec's over here ganking. Let's run up and say hello, why not?
Well, look at you. I thought you were wiser. But I thought wrong. 'Tis a terrible pity. Like a moth flittering towards a flame. You fellows, no? Don't you agree?
Alright, Lautrec. Oh yeah, I'm out of those. No big deal. Now you only have to kill Lautrec to win this since he's the host of the world. Killing these other two is completely optional. Yeah, Lautrec's not very smart. And we get a souvenir of reprisal for killing the guilty. As well as some other things since we killed Lautrec himself. We get the Firekeeper's Soul, Ring of Favor and Protection, and a stack of 5 humanity. Oh, the Ring of Favor and Protection, how I have waited for you. Boosts HP, stamina load, breaks when removed. A ring symbolizing the favor and protection of the goddess Fina, known in legend to possess fateful beauty. This ring boosts its wearer's HP, stamina, and max equipment load, but breaks if ever removed. But look at all those huge boosts to everything. Why would you want to remove that? I'm going to equip it and keep it on the rest of the playthrough. Oh yeah. Alrighty then. I believe that's a decent stopping place. I'm gonna get back to the bonfire and call it. Well, there is one thing I could do. Let's read the description of that Firekeeper's Soul because it is unique. You don't want to use this to upgrade a Estus Flask. You want to keep this. A Firekeeper's Soul is a draw for humanity and held within their bosoms. Below just a thin layer of skin are swarms of humanity that writhe and squirm. Was the Ash Maiden locked in this dark prison for some transgression, or by her own will? Interesting. And the Souvenir of Reprisal. And as you can tell, now that we've used the Black Eye Orb, we no longer have it in our inventory. So, Blood Drained, Shrunken Ear, souvenir taken for subduing the guilty. The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon punish the guilt-soaked defenders of the gods, and take this as proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others, inspiring both fear and respect for the gods. Such is the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun. Alrighty, well, thank you all so very much for watching. I'll see you soon with more Dark Souls Remastered, and until then, y'all take care.